If you think budgeting is boring, you're misunderstanding its power. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about control. Most people avoid looking at their numbers because it feels uncomfortable. They prefer guessing. They prefer hoping everything balances out. But hope is not a strategy. Clarity is when you don't track your money, small leaks go unnoticed, subscriptions you forgot about, impulse purchases, random spending that feels harmless in the moment. Individually, they seem small. Over a year, they're massive. A budget doesn't limit your freedom. It shows you where your freedom is being lost. When you know exactly how much you earn, how much you spend, and where it goes, something changes. You stop reacting. You start deciding. There's a big difference. Reacting means money controls you. Deciding means you control money. Budgeting also reveals patterns. You might think you don't spend that much until you see the numbers. You might think you can't save until you realize your spending isn't aligned with your priorities. Numbers don't lie. They remove emotion from the equation, and emotion is expensive. Without a budget, every decision feels isolated. We budget picture. You see trade-offs clearly. If I spend here, I reduce investment there. If I increase savings here, I strengthen my future there. That awareness builds discipline. Discipline builds momentum. Momentum builds wealth. Most financially strong people aren't obsessed with money. They're obsessed with clarity. They know their baseline expenses. They know their savings rate. They know their growth plan. That knowledge creates confidence. Because uncertainty creates stress, and stress leads to poor financial choices. Budgeting is not about tracking every cent forever. It's about building awareness. Once awareness becomes habit, control becomes automatic. You don't feel restricted. You feel powerful. Because you're directing your resources instead of wondering where they went. Financial freedom doesn't start with investing. It starts with understanding. And understanding begins with your numbers. So instead of avoiding them, face them. Because what you measure, you improve. And what you control, you grow.